हुआ? लास्ट वाला टेस्ट का है लो मार्क्स। हाँ तो बुरा ही आया है जो भी है। रूपम का आया 9 मार्क्स, 11 संजना, 0 प्रिया, 20
बदरा का 20 और 20
13 आया है प्रीति का, प्रिया 0। पता है उसका रिजल्ट पहले ही आउट हो गया।
बनाने देंगे 2 मिनट में बन जाता है।
रोल नंबर 40 का 11 आया है, 17 का 30 है। कौन है? और सुष्मिता रोल नंबर 9, सॉरी सुष्मिता मार्क्स 9। आदिति ये क्या लिखी है मुझे पता ही नहीं चला। और उसमें फर्स्ट पेज पे 39 रोल नंबर और सेकंड पेज पे 37 रोल नंबर था। कौन है ये? अदिति छोड़ो इसका तो रहने ही दो, बात ही खत्म करो। यामिनी 9, रिया 20, 10, निक्की 9, 7 तान्या गुप्ता 7, युवराज 5 नंबर आया है, 6 आया है रेवती झा को, 5 आया है अंकित कुमार 62, सही नहीं, अहमद अम्मार जो भी है रोल नंबर 2 सही 2 मार्क्स, स्वंकित 6, ये क्या किया है पता नहीं, और 2 आया है सिट्टू का।
निकिता का नहीं बताया
बता दिए ठीक है। अब क्या करोगे देखे? चलो हो गया, प्रोजेक्ट शुरू करो रिया। ऑन करिए प्रोजेक्टर का स्विच कहाँ है? जहाँ से कनेक्शन है वहाँ से ऑन है। लैपटॉप से करने वाली हो
अल्लाह बीकॉम का हो के इतना महंगा लैपटॉप खरीद तो इसका है लैपटॉप
तुम्हारा लैपटॉप है ना?
बीकॉम में हो के इतना महंगा लैपटॉप तो
चलो आ जाओ, शुरू हो जाओ। स्लाइड शो देखो सोचो बेटा स्लाइड शो कर देना तो पहले
कोडिंग पे
तो ठीक है
स्लाइड के वैसे क्यों पहले क्यों बंद करना वो तो जाता है अरे ये वाला था तो ये सब इंक्लूड किए देख प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का एक ही है ना तो पहले इंट्रो प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कोई बात नहीं थोड़ा सा ये रहा तो बुक ये कहीं और से ठीक है फिर बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बाइनोमियल हो गया सबसे पहले बर्नौली बर्नौली ज्यादा है ठीक है पहले बर्नौली का बोलना है और ये इंक्लूड कर देना कि एक जैकब को बर्नौली ने दिया पहले बर्नौली और बाइनोमियल तब तक जाता है
चलो हो गया इसके लिए कुछ और भी बाकी है
मैम अभी तो शॉर्ट टर्म में बोलते हम लोग को लगा बाकी लोग का भी होगा तो हम लोग प्रिपेयर नहीं थे क्लास भी था मैम ओपन में क्लास
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं शुरू करो ना चलो
ये वाला इंक्लूड कर देना
स्टार्टिंग से शुरू करिए बनाने नहीं बनाया ना उसे कोड पे एक्सप्लेन करें शुरू करिए स्लाइड शो कर लो आ जाएगा वो सीधा आएगा एक सेकंड इसमें ऑप्शन है तो स्लाइड शो करने का क्या हुआ है
सॉरी ये पता नहीं
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड आ रहा है ना ठीक है चलो स्टार्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी थ्योरी इज नथिंग बट अ कॉमन सेंस
मैम वो कोटेशन से इंट्रोडक्शन है
अच्छा probability theory is nothing but a common sense reduced to calculation by saying this quotation very warm and pleasant morning to all of you respected ma'am and all my dear friends my name is Nikita Singh and my partner name is Aryabhata today we are standing here to present our presentation on the topic probability distribution probability distribution are variables are distributed according to some definite probability function. There are 4 types of probability distribution. First one is Bernoulli, second one is binomial, third one is Poisson distribution, and the last one is normal distribution. Bernoulli distribution. Bernoulli distribution was given by Jacob Bernoulli. Bernoulli distribution was given by Jacob Bernoulli. It is a random variable of x is said to be Bernoulli distribution when n is probability mass functions given by px into p to the power x into q to the power 1 minus x, where p is the probability of success and the q is the probability of failure. Assumptions of Bernoulli distribution are first one is single of trial and single events. Trials are mutually exclusive, and the last one is there are only 2 possible outcomes.
binomial.
Second one is binomial distribution. Binomial distribution also given by the Jacob-Bernoulli. Binomial distribution is the random variable x is said to have a binomial distribution if its probability mass function is given by px into p to the power x into 1 minus p to the power 1 minus x, where p is the probability of success, q is the probability of failure, and the p plus q is equal to 1, where p is greater than equal to p and smaller than equal to 1. When we use binomial distribution, question arises. We can say that we use binomial distribution to find the probability of getting a certain number of success out of a fixed number of trials. Then what probability mass function of binomial distribution? A random variable x is said to be following binomial distribution if its probability mass function is given by px is equal to ncx into p to the power n into 1 minus p to the power n minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinite to the n number, and the result is all non-negative. Assumptions of binomial distribution are when the number of trials is finite or n is fixed. The second one is the trial must be mutually exclusive, and the turns only two possible outcomes, that is success and the failure. Third one is the trial must be independent, and the last one is the probability of success is constant from trial to trial. Thank you. Over to you.
So today we are here to discuss about the probability distribution. Since my partner has already discussed about the binomial and Bernoulli, so I'm here to discuss about the Gaussian distribution and normal distribution. So basically, what is a Gaussian distribution? It is a distribution that was given by a French mathematician named as Gaussian. Based on his name only, this distribution was given and called as a Gaussian distribution. We can say that a random variable is said to be a Gaussian distribution if its probability mass function is e to the power minus alpha into alpha to the power x by x factorial, where x ranges to 0 to infinite. Remember that a normal or a binomial distribution becomes the Gaussian distribution when the number of the trials when the probability tends to become 0, and when the that numbers of trials tends to infinity, then we get the Gaussian distribution. Simply, like in Gaussian distribution, what happens that in this we consider the probability of success. We consider the probability of success as the error. Suppose that the example like studying a book. In a book, we can see there are multiple pages, right? In that book, if we want to find out the error section, it is quite a little in error in a book. So there will be used this probability distribution. Now basically comes to the assumption of the probability distribution. Just like the Bernoulli and binomial, it consists of the normal assumptions, like the number of the trials should be, trials should be independent, they should be mutually exclusive, and there must be two possible outcomes. That is the most required condition for it. Next slide. Now come to the section of normal distribution. Normal distribution is a distribution that was given by, earlier it was given by, told that it was given by de Montrovy, but later on due to historical error, it is said that it is given by Gauss. So it is even also known as the Gaussian distribution as well. If I talk about this normal distribution, then this distribution is really quite important from our perspective of examination, because most of the questions are asked from it only. This normal distribution can be said as a random variable is said to be a normal distribution if its probability function is given by the 1 by let me show that first. It's like 1 by sigma 100 pi e to the power minus 1 by 2 standard deviation square put under x minus mu, that is, it is the mean square. It is the probability function of this normal distribution, and in this what happens there, here the x ranges from minus infinity to the infinity. Okay. Simple book is equal to sign. So this is the probability function of this normal distribution. In this normal distribution, what happens, we get a normal curve. That curve shapes like a bell shape. It's completely like a bell shape. As you can see, it looks like a ringing bell that we get in our. And if you see this figure very closely, it looks like a normal curve. Let's show you this. is the median, that is the 0, and ranges from minus infinity to infinity. If you see this bell-shaped curve, you will clearly see that there it is the mean, that is the 0. One thing, make it clear that in this normal distribution, you just study about the symmetric curve. That is about the symmetric curve only. We know what is a symmetric curve. Symmetric curve, basically the curve that can be divided into two equal parts. So since I said that this deals with the symmetric curve, so that means that the beta one, that is the skewness, is 0, because we know what is the skewness. It deals with this lack of symmetry. Since I already told it deals with the symmetric one, so it is clear that there won't be any kind of lack of symmetricity. So beta 1 is 0. If you closely see to the curve, if you remember the kurtosis concept, you will clearly understand it is a concept of mesocritic, that is a normal curve. And here the mean is 0, that is this section, and the standard deviation is equal to 1. If you take close look to it, now question arises first of all on your mind, why this curve look like a bell shape? So it is clear because of the concept of the continuous series. You know that in continuous series we don't will deal with a single thing. We have to completely will deal with each aspect. If I say that I want to cover up the distance between this, you can't say that you will just cover up till this. You have to complete each point distance. You have to keep on your mind. Then after only you can understand what is the actual length of that, like any kind of area. I mean, right? And next thing is that if I talk about this curve is first, this is the highest point of this curve, and if you pay a close location to it, you will see that this curve is along the x-axis. It is not dealing with the y-axis more. It only moves along the x-axis. And since I told it is a symmetric curve, that means that mean, median, mode, both all the three are equal, right? And as you see, it is 0 only. So, and this is the highest point. As I told that everything that is mean, median, mode are equal. So it makes us understand there is a unimode concept. Sorry, unimode concept. That means there is not more than one mode. There is only a one mode only in it. Yes. And after, yes, one more concept. That is about the standard deviation. If you see the overall area of it, as you know, every probability function summation is equal to 1. So if I talk about what is the area between this and this, it will completely cover up to the one area it will be. So we can say the area under the normal distribution is completely is equal to 1. And one other concept is this mean plus minus 3 times of the standard deviation is equals to 95% of the observation. That is one of the most important concepts. It not only lies to the 3, you can even see that if the mean, if I talk about the mean plus minus 2 sigma, it will cover, I think, up to 86, 88 point something like data also. And if I talk about mean plus minus sigma, then it will cover about 66 point data as per our book only. And lastly, yeah, another slide, please. Yeah, one more concept is asymptotic. This means that it is parallel to the x-axis. That the concept means. Last, the concept is the fitting of distribution. Fitting of distribution, if you remember the concept of the variance and the expected value, that is the variance, expected value is equal to summation of x px, and variance, this is also denoted as mu dash 1, and the last second one is mu dash 2, which is also known as the mean. It is denoted by summation x square p to the power p to the square, and this one, it is the probability function whichever you want to put. And the last one comes the variance. Now the variance can be written as the sigma, sorry, mu 1 mu 2, sorry, mu 2 dash minus mu 1 dash square. We basically use this variance, the mean concept of variance concept, and we the expected value for calculation of mean and variance of every distribution that we have discussed earlier. The distribution of the binomial, if I say about Bernoulli, then its mean is around p, and its variance is pq. If I talk mean and its variance is pq, and for binomial it's around sorry, it's N, it's PQ only, and it's N because the number here we discuss with the number of trials, and it is NPQ. And for the position, it's lambda and lambda. You can see that in most of the cases, the mean is greater than the mean is greater than the variance, but it is the quotient distribution case is the only one where the both of them are equal. Here, lambda means nothing; it is just a constant one. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, please ask.
Thank you.
If you have questions, you can ask. I will try my best to explain. Back the data. Slide open.
Second page. ये फंक्शन आप थोड़ा x लिख गलती से ही लिखा होगा x लिख दिया n लिख दिया उसके प्लेस पे मेरे इसको हाँ यहाँ पे लिखा है ना फंक्शन n c x p to the power n होगा n को होगा है ना वो मैं तो और एक टर्म था बाकी सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा था एक कहा था आपने कुछ हाँ हाँ नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन एंड बाइनोमियल की बात कर रहे थे ना कॉम्बिनेशन में तो सबसे जनरलाइज केस जो है दैट इज नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्वेश्चन एंड बाइनोमियल टेंड्स टू नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन को टेंड नहीं करता ठीक है बाइनोमियल क्वेश्चन को टेंड करता है फिर क्वेश्चन नॉर्मल को टेंड करता है या फिर बाइनोमियल डायरेक्टली टेंड कर सकता है नॉर्मल को क्वेश्चन कॉस कर सकता है नॉर्मल को बट नॉर्मल किसी पर्टिकुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को टेंड नहीं करता
मैम नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का एग्जांपल कुछ मिला है
ठीक है लेकिन इसमें कुछ बस ये मत डाल लो कि वो किसी को टेंड करेगा दैट इज अ जनरल केस ऑफ एवरी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन यू कैन से ठीक है जैसे कुछ नदी सागर वाला टर्म करते हो ना तो नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऐसा ओशन वाला केस है जिसमें सारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जाकर मर्ज हो जाते ठीक है नॉर्मल कहीं जाके मर्ज नहीं हो सकता बस ये एक पॉइंट चलो ठीक है ओके और सब बहुत तुम्हारा होना चाहिए चलो तान्या और कौन है निक्की तुम तीनों साथ में हो ना आ जाओ प्रीति एंड संजना वो जो सेकंड चलो आ जाओ लैपटॉप नहीं है तो फिर यहाँ पे है मेरे पास आ सकते हैं आप ये क्या बात है यार आज क्या है फ्राइडे तो है डेट क्या है 22nd को क्या होता है तुम लोग को क्या याद प्रेजेंटेशन वाह चलो आ जाओ कौन है नेक्स्ट लेके आ जाइए अपना प्रेजेंटेशन रूपम कौन है फिर इस साइड दिया है ना बताओ नेक्स्ट कौन है संजना हो गया तुम्हारा चलो एक्सप्लेन करो फिर आप बोर्ड पे करो फिर आई कांट चेक इट चलिए आइए जब आपको बोला हुआ है तो फिर आप इतना टाइम कैसे लगा सकते हैं मोर देन 1 वीक का टाइम मिला है ना चलो आ जाओ चलो ठीक हो गया ओ मेरा क्लास कौन एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है तो जाओ एक्सप्लेन हम सारा पॉइंट कौन है तुमको पता था ना पर क्या हो ना चलो आधे पकड़ो जाओ नेगेटिव मार्किंग देंगे जाओ जल्दी जल्दी चलिए आदर्श का नंबर भी आएगा नोट पड़ी चलो जल्दी करो आ जाओ शुरू करो अरे क्या हो रहा है लगा लेना आ जाओ कनेक्ट कर लो आ जाओ मैम फोन निकाल बस दो क्या था बताया नहीं आ गया क्या इसका ऑन हो रहा है हाँ ये ठीक है हाँ चलो एक इधर आ जाओ एक इधर ये साइड शो करो ना ये वाला पेज
पूरा पेज ओपन करने
फ्रंट पेज फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग करना ऊपर देखो साइड शो हाँ फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग चलिए आइए हो गया अच्छा अलग है एक कोई इंडिविजुअल हो जो डिस्कस कर रहे थे नेक्स्ट पेज करो चलो ठीक है बैक करो बैक हाँ ठीक एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे Parameter expression random variable x to have such next x normal वाला parameter चलो चलो हो गया तुम्हारा दीदी आ जाइए हो गया जल्दी कुछ नहीं पता है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पता है ये है ना हो गया चलो पीसी करेंगे अब हो गया क्या करना है सब ये करना है मैं चांस नहीं ना देखो ना हमारा सारा करेंगे ग्रुप में किसी को लेकर सकते हो यहाँ से चलो से करना है आ जाइए जल्दी देखो वर्णोली बाजू में को द क्वेश्चन पीसी चालू कर रहा हूं चांस नहीं मिला ठीक है चलो जल्दी शुरू करो ओनली गर्ल्स मुझे लगता है ठीक है शुरू करिए हाँ
Hello everyone. Today we are here. Hello everyone. Today we are here to present probability function. I am Susmita and she is Preeti. What is probability distribution? A probability distribution is a statistical function that describes all the possible values and likelihoods that a random variable can take with this range bounds minimum and maximum possible value. But precisely where the possible value is likely to be plotted on the probability distribution depends on a number of factors. How probability distribution works. The data generating process of some phenomenon will dictate its probability distribution. This process is called probability density function as PDF. Probability function can also be used to create cumulative distribution function CDF, which adds up to the probability of occurrence cumulatively and will always start at 0 and there are four types of probability distribution: binomial distribution, Bernoulli distribution, Poisson distribution, normal distribution. Binomial distribution. A random variable x is said to have a binomial distribution if its probability mass function is given by px power x bracket 1 minus where p is probability of success, q is probability of failure. Probability mass function of binomial distribution. A random variable x is said to follow binomial distribution if its probability mass function is given by px equals to ncx e to the power n bracket 1 minus n minus x, where x is ranging from 0, 1 to infinite. The result is all non-negative here. Assumptions of binomial distribution. When the number of trials is infinite or n is fixed, the trial must be mutually exclusive and turns only to possible outcomes, success or failure. The trials must be independent. The probability of success is constant from trial to trial. Bernoulli distribution. Kushni, explain to this one. What to explain to that? Now, Preeti will explain. The topic is Bernoulli distribution. First of all, when we apply Bernoulli distribution, then the answer is when the number of trial is fixed. When the number of trial is fixed means when the n is fixed, then the apply is Bernoulli distribution, and another assumption is that it is only another assumption is that only one trial is When only one trial is that, then the Bernoulli distribution is applied. Mean of Bernoulli distribution is P, and variance of Bernoulli distribution is PQ. Then the mean of binomial distribution is NP and variance is NPQ. Then the next topic is what is Poisson distribution. If X is following binomial distribution by parameter NP, that is X is equal to B NP, and P tends to 0, tends to infinity, and NP is lambda, then the binomial distribution is 10 to Poisson distribution. Px equal to Ps equal to e to the power minus lambda and lambda to the power x and x to the x factorial, and the same condition is applied of Bernoulli distribution and binomial distribution. Normal distribution is given when Gaussian normal distribution, so it is also known as Gaussian distribution. It is a probability distribution that is a symmetric or mean, showing that data near to the mean are more frequent occur than the data from the mean. If we draw the graph of the normal distribution, the curve obtained will be known as normal curve. It will be appear as a bell curve. If normal distribution x to the power 0 and 2 equal to 1, beta 1 equal to 0, beta 2 equal to 3. The curve of normal, the graph of normal curve. It is like a bell-shaped curve. The range of curve is minus infinity to plus infinity. Mean equal to 0, and the area of total graph is equal to 1. And then what is normal curve? Normal curve is a bell-shaped curve. It is along the x-axis with the mean of normal distribution and a standard deviation. The area under x, the probability curve is 1. The mean, median, and mode are located at the center of the curve. Normal distribution curve is an order. Normal curve is a asymptotic curve. The normal distribution is a symmetric about the standard deviation. The area of under the curve that lies between 3 times the standard deviation. The mean cover 95% of the curve. Thank you all. Thank you.
Normal distribution को explain करना है, go and just explain it. चलिए चलिए नीचे रख लीजिए वो इधर चाहिए अपना डालो सिस्टम में डालो चलो explain करना है वो fast चलो चलो जल्दी और देख लेंगे तू जल्दी जाओ सबने देख लिया और देख ले सारा दिखेगा
मैम ये एग्जाम कितना पढ़ता
तो जल्दी जाओ, ये डिस्कशन करने का टाइम नहीं हो। गो फास्ट। जल्दी जाइए। अच्छा चलो दूसरा नॉर्मल स्कूल क्या है, डिस्क्रिप्शन लिख के उसमें लिखते हैं जाने, जो फंक्शन लिख के कहीं सही जल्दी। टाइमिंग बोल रही है उन्होंने, ये नॉर्मल है। जल्दी जाओ। नॉर्मल चलो
क्या
ये मैं बताऊं, नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, मीन वैल्यूज क्या है उसका।
हेलो गाइस, दिस इज अभिषेक कुमार।
कर दो, वहां पे लिखा होगा ना, इसको नीचे रखो। चलो क्या रखिए उसको बताइए।
क्या हुआ सर? हमारा
आ जाओ, आ जाओ, लिख देना, बोलना मत। आइए, सॉल्यूशन क्या है, पीडीएफ लिखो तो पीडीएफ एंड मीन वैल्यू। अब जाओ तो बोला ना मैंने, जाओ जाओ, पीडीएफ लिखनी चाहिए नॉर्मल का। अभी इतने लोगों ने एक्सप्रेस किया ना, सारा प्रेजेंटेशन देखे ना, समझना नहीं था, देखा था, लिखा हुआ देखा था पीडीएफ, जस्ट राइट दैट हो सही है। हाँ जाओ, जाओ, मैं क्वेश्चन का आंसर दूंगा। अभी बहुत सारे एक्सप्लेनेशन में आपने सुना था ना, नॉर्मल कर्व कुछ है, बताओ तो जरा नॉर्मल कर्व क्या है, जैसे आंसर दैट सेंटेंस में आंसर बोलो, व्हाट इज नॉर्मल कर्व। नॉर्मल कर्व किस तरह का दिखता है, डायग्राम बना सकते हो, देखो बन जाएगा, एक मिनट।
अभी है। अरे एक से कॉपी देख ले, जो तुम्हें जो दिखे भाई।
नॉर्मल कर्व क्या है, जस्ट एक्सप्लेन दैट, शो इट। कैसा है, क्या है बताइए।
हम डायग्राम बना।
हाँ, बताइए। नॉर्मल कर्व है,
यस मैम।
मतलब ये पहाड़ जैसा लग रहा है,
मैम कर्व है ना,
सीनरी वगैरह में रहता है, कहीं से सन आने वाला है कुछ ऐसा।
सिर्फ पहाड़ बना देते हैं।
हाँ बिना एक्सेस के कोई
अच्छा,
कर्व
एक्सेस,
कैसे
अच्छा।
बना देता है। ऐसा होता है। और रेंज ऑफ द कर्व क्या होगा? रेंज ऑफ कर्व अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस रेंज ऑफ कर्व इज 0 to infinite. According to this curve, the range of x is 0 to infinite. Is it? करो, जो समझ में आ रहा है करो, करो जो समझ में आ रहा है। क्या चेंजेस आएगा? ठीक है, चलो आ जाओ वापस से बता दो।
हाँ
तुम कुछ उसमें मॉडिफिकेशन कर रहे थे।
ये आ गया, करो जल्दी। अच्छा माइनस करो यार, पढ़ेंगे नहीं हमको।
ठीक, जाओ जाओ, देखेंगे हम भी वही क्या अच्छा आ रहा है। चलो ठीक है, that's all for today.